Alright. That little experiment has run its course for today. Why does it always say I've got an Android update complete? And we're back, yeah. No, it's the Bluetooth, the really crappy Bluetooth headset. I'm gonna have to spend some real money when I do that. And I feel like it's a situation of getting what you pay for. And then I'm gonna also have to, I guess, maybe find a webcam that has not a digital, what's a digital unzoom? Hey Caesar, what's going on? Because that's too close for like a regular. Yeah, I haven't worn this shirt since yesterday's stream. Yeah, it's just too close. So, we'll see. Fish Islands, oh yeah. Hit me up after stream, we'll figure something out, bud. As always, I hate all my lighting options. That one's not horrid. I haven't done anything yet, but hang on a second here. I'm getting some gifts of Big Ron Swizzle, who occasionally joins us. Somebody's messing with his face, and I'm enjoying that. Lighting looks good today. Thank you. Let's see. A lot to do. So while there's very few people here, chat is slow. Let's get through some boring stuff. So I'm gonna make a few pins today. I haven't decided how many exactly. I guess time is often a factor in that. I'm gonna have to empty my garbage. That just is so full it bounced right out. I am going to use this lilac I showed yesterday. I'm really curious to see if this streak there is going to be a problem or if it'll be fine. We'll see. Hit refresh. Go ahead and just refresh the page. It should do it. It's showing the right one on mine. But yeah, it's really nice on the end. So I'm really hoping that this streak doesn't end up just destroying the whole thing. This is, I think, I'm gonna try to turn this into one of the twist cap rollerball pens, one of my high-end ones. High-end by my standards. If I can find. Oops, I brought the wrong kit outside. There we go. So I get my tubes out of there. So I think this will make a nice little pen. So I'm going to just do the boring stuff while everybody trickles in. Do the boring marking and cutting and all of that jazz. Man, this is a really nice piece. I really hope this goes well. Let's see. This will be my first time using Lilac. I don't know if it has been stabilized or not, but the guy who sent it to me does stabilize a lot of these things in resin. I don't know if he did this one or not. We'll see. Can't really tell. Doesn't, probably not if I can't tell, but let's mark that off. For the cutting. Let's see here. Thinking that perhaps today might also be a good day. Oh man, do we want to do an antler? How do you guys feel about deer antler? Not totally often, but I also usually don't have anything that looks like that. Usually it's a crack that'll destroy it. This isn't quite a crack, although it looks like it could become one. But so where it looks the weakest, I'm leaving that. So I'll only get a piece of the, I'm not using the part that has the biggest part of that streak because I am worried about it. So I'm using this part here, which means the body of the pin will have the streak and part of the cap will have it. The line goes right here. But was that a yes to antler? Let's see what we got in the antler world. Yes to antler. Let's see what we got. So we got, hey Greek, we got this piece of white-tailed deer antler, and I think it's straight enough that I can get a good cut and get a good piece out of this to make the pen. I think it should work. Antler's tricky because it's hard to drill, it's hard to everything, but when it works, it makes a hell of a pen. So we're going to mark this off here for a cut. And then I'm going to leave myself a lot of room for error on this one. A lot of places, actually, it's such a pain to work with antler. A lot of the online shops will sell pre-cut and pre-drilled antler. They'll do the work for you. Oh man, it's Gunch. It's my buddy Will. What up? We're hitting up a piece of antler today and a piece of lilac. Yeah, there you can see what's going on in the end there. And this lilac. And then we're going to decide what to do from there too. Your Big Ron Swizz face molding technology is something to behold, by the way, Mr. Gunch. It's a true masterclass. And then let's see. We could probably do at least one more today. What are you guys thinking? We could just do mesquite, which I've done a lot of, or we could do some red, white, and blue. Who's anybody feeling patriotic? I do like this one a lot, though. I like this business. we could do some Purple Heart. Kind of rather, the pin I want to do with this is I'd probably rather do something not quite so nice as Purple Heart on that. But yeah, man, glad to see you here. Hope you're doing well. Will's an old buddy from college of mine. Did I hurt my finger? Yes, I did hurt my finger quite badly. Yeah, my bench grinder, I was sharpening and my hand slipped and I ground a good chunk out of the yeah, yes, a grinder accident. Thank you. Thank you for that, Mr. Spectre. Yeah, actually I can show you pictures. You're the type to like sort of thing. I'm just gonna text you pictures right now, bud. That was during a bandage change last night. Which reminds me, I don't want to get too much gunk in here, so I'm going to go grab a little glove. So yeah, we're, yeah, you're welcome, man. You're welcome. Thank you, Greek. I really appreciate that. Let's see. Did anybody have opinions on what kind of wood we wanted to do on this other thing? I don't think so. I'm just going to pick something. What haven't I used? I haven't done... Alright, I have an idea. Bear with me for a second. Bear with me. Where are we? Here we go. We're going to do Honey Locust. It's got a nice orange tint to it. I don't know if that comes through with this lighting or not, but it does. Do you get honey locusts in the UK, sir? Or sassafras? We also have sassafras. What else is in here? That's walnut. Everybody has walnut. Walnut's boring. I'm going to lean towards the honey locust. The sassafras is fine, but it's a little iffy at times to work with. I do believe this honey locust was cut in South Carolina. So that's US local. And I'm going to get my tubes out of here. Oh yeah, I should do some show-offs from yesterday. I finally put this all together. This is the pepper mill that's going to Achilles. From Walnut there. Turned out pretty good. Just fresh ground pepper for Achilles. And then yesterday's bottle opener as well. Hello, photo taker. Where did I get the honey locust? I bought it off a guy on Facebook who was selling a bunch of wood out of South Carolina. Yeah, this is the redwood bottle opener from yesterday. So yesterday wasn't too bad. Yes. Let's see here. I'm just gonna mark off the spots for these cuts, and then I'll grab the camera and we'll go over to the bandsaw. You can see me half-ass the bandsaw. What will be interesting is trying to cut this antler. It's been a while since I've cut antler on the bandsaw, so that could get a little harrowing. But, yeah, this glove was a good idea. Alright, let's take a little walk. The bloodwood, the stuff that bleeds. Alright, so I don't have a great place to set up the camera here that you can actually see the bandsaw itself, but at least I don't have to leave. Here, you can just watch it. Since you can't see what I'm doing anyway, you can just see my face a little better. Kind of all over the place today, I'm sorry. Trying to do the PC stream and failing has really thrown off my game. But, alright. We're going to start off with the antler. I'm going to start off by cutting this little bit off. Well, you'll have to deal with me. Okay, so that little soup. Oh god, it smells horrible. It smells like burnt hair. Alright, so for this next part, I'm gonna hang on a second here. Yeah, that's the downside of working with antlers. It really, really smells just awful. Absolutely wretched. But it's worth it because it really does make a beautiful pen. Alright. Back that out. Sorry, I'm just trying to set my fence so I can get a straight cut. The antler's hard to cut anyway, so if I don't get a straight one. Yeah, I'm going to be wearing my respirator when I actually work on this. So, you'll see me actually being safe for once. For however long that lasts. Yeah, it's pretty foul. It's pretty foul. I don't doubt that it's dangerous. I was actually holding my breath for that. Okay, this piece will work, I think. Hopefully we can get the drill in straight enough to get this to a turn. It is always a trick. I might end up having to do it by hand, we'll see. But now we're just going to cut the lilac. Delightful. And the honey locust. I only look up when my hands are away, or at least mostly away. Alright, we got our cuts. Oh, we got our cut. There we are. We're back. We're back to the good part. Clearly, I would never injure myself on stream. Would never do anything unsafe and injure myself. Alright. So now we're going to do some drilling. This is about the least exciting part of pen making, but without it, nothing ever happens. Where is it? There it is. If any of you happen to know where my wood burning set is, please let me know. And yes, I looked in the last place I had it. Oh, you're gonna have tacos. You have tacos in the UK? I bet they're weird. I bet you have weird tacos. That's the wrong bit. Yeah, so I got a 3/8 bit. Great. Oh, now for the good part. I am a dingus. That is accurate. That is accurate. So we're going to see just how tight we can get this. Can I get a good center on this? They let you on the U.S. Air Force bases? Is that gonna... How are we gonna do it there? I think we're gonna have the clearance we need on this. This could be real touchy. I'm gonna tighten that down as much as I can. Been a long time since I drilled Antler. So I'm gonna do this, and while I'm doing that, I'm gonna... I tried using my soldering iron, but it's too long, my hand's too shaky. But yeah, my wood burning set has gone missing. So if anybody finds it, if it's at your house, please send it back. I doubt it would be. It's probably here somewhere. Truth be told, none of you know where my wood burning set is. I'm just projecting my own misery. The reason I wanted the wood burning set was for this, the monument to Twitch subscribers, with all my subscribers' names etched into it. I was going to burn it in so you could actually read it. Not yet. We'll find it. We'll get it done. Okay, so I'm going to have trouble talking during this part because of safety. We're going to put on the yellow respirator for the Antler. I'm willing to breathe in a lot of fumes, but these ones I'm not. Alright, let's see what happens. This might go flying. So you may want to turn the volume down for a minute, because I don't think I'm going to be able to stop this from squeaking really loudly. So now would be a good time to turn your volume down. I'm going to try to stop it. Not yet. That's only for Twitch Ultra Prime. Yeah, it's for tier 2 subs. What the hell is making that sound? Why are you so angry? What is yelling at me? happy. Whew. We're almost through though. We did it. We did it. Oh. We made it through. That was exciting. Do you guys feel excited? I feel excited. Yeah. No, it's not wood, it's antler. Get it right. How you guys like that that sellout Nightbot command, huh? Big time sellout over here. Yes, thank you. Thank you for shouting that out. I was gonna get to that. So we got the antler done. What did I say I was gonna do? Oh yeah. Greek, has something been going wrong recently that's kept you've been doing a lot more game streams and not much woodworking this week? Can you tell? It's just fine. The bleeding has largely stopped. Now it's more just seeping. I don't think I'd even call it bleeding. Let's get a shout out to Lady Malika as well. She's also a streamer. She helps troubleshoot some of my issues. Good person. But yeah, the finger is sore and aching, but it's going. It's functional. Ah, I get it. I get you. Well, when Greek's shop is not pouring water on his head and ruining all the lovely wood, he does some really cool like old school hand tool work. Really cool stuff. It was painful. It was painful. Yeah, I can imagine. I used to live in Seattle, which is, I think, a similar climate. And Mr. Gunch there, he's in Portland, Vancouver area, which is also quite dreary this time of year. But, yeah, I certainly understand that. Maybe Mr. Spectre, but I do. Mr. Spectre, can you do the shout out for Lady Malika? Maybe I missed it, but. There it is. So that sound is not normal, and I think my motor might be going out. I was just talking about how the Harbor Freight lathe is not so bad, and that is the sound of my motor struggling, I do believe. We might be on my lathe's last legs, which could put a weird twist on this stream, especially right as I get furloughed at work. Good timing there. We'll see. I apologize. If that's too annoying, I don't know what to do about it. I mean, it's a cheap electric motor. But, we'll see. We will see. I've wanted to upgrade this anyway, so maybe that'll just end up happening. Yeah, that is an option too. But this will be my second one. I don't know. Maybe do yeah, some nice IRL streaming, just walking about. That is obnoxious. I'm sorry, guys. That's really annoying. Oh. It decided to rain. Huh. Some pretty loud rain. It's got just this loud. No, it's not making a burning sound. So I don't think the motor's burning out or anything, or it doesn't smell like an electrical fire. Just something making a loud buzzing sound it doesn't usually make. Well, that rain was short-lived. 12mm. That's 11. Where's my 10? Alright. Where you at? Okay. Got my 10 and my 12 for this next pin. This piece of lilac. Again, for those that didn't, it's a real nice piece. Never used lilac before. We're gonna give it a shot. See what we can come up with it. Should be good. I don't see why not. As long as this weird stripe thing doesn't fall apart, we should be okay. Is that my long piece or my short piece? That's the long piece, so that gets 10 millimeters. Sorry, this isn't the most exciting. I know these pen prep things are not terribly exciting. It's motor bolted to the frame. Actually, that's a good idea. Hang on a sec. Let me loosen it. Could also be my belt being weird too. really make sure it's tight. And then I gotta pull this other side. There's the other one. Oh, I think you might be right. That was a little loose on the back. Nice view of my elbow. You're welcome. That's fine. Little drill bit poke never hurt anybody. Gunch is no joke, man. Gunch is no joke. Gunch knows some things. Gunch's been around. Gunch and I have had some experiences. Not in the grind. Well, we've been through some things. Let's see if that fixed it. Absolute genius. Absolute genius. Can we get some It Is Woods, Mr. Honda Spectre, for old Gunch? Some celebratory It Is Woods. Is Lilac supposed to smell like pickles? Big time Gunch hype. Big time. Big time Gunch hype, fixing what ails me. Not the first time, probably won't be the last. Somebody give a Google and see if Lilac is supposed to smell like pickles. The wood. Do any of you have Google? I don't know. I don't mean to be all gushy, but I'm legit excited to have Gunch in the chat today. One of the very first friends I made in college, if not the first friend I made in college. Really before I'd even really met my roommates, I think. I'm very happy to have him here. There are certain emotes that are tied to special account, like they're locked. Certain ones. Twitch is a little weird like that compared to other chatting and video programs. The subscription system that they use is really not like anything else out there. You pay $5 a month, or if you're Amazon Prime member, you get one for free. And that unlocks, the ability to do certain things. Doesn't really give you much else, but then it supports the streamer or whatever. But yeah, if it's bits, Robo. Actually, I get all of the bits. Hey, thanks for the 100 bits. I get all of the bits. Man, I'd have never known you to do a half-assed job. Should smell floor. This really smells like pickle. Can you guys smell that? Smell it. You tier 2 subs, can you smell that? Get it from earlier? We were joking about how tier 2 subs can smell things. Get it? I wonder if something's weird with this, or if maybe it's not actually lilac. I'm just trusting what some guy wrote on it when he sent it to me. Yeah, we get all the bits. You may not get very many with your, when it converts to pounds. That might be what you're seeing. When it converts to pounds sterling, or whatever it is you guys use, you probably only get about half. Just like the Canadians with their loonies and toonies. Yeah. Okay. So, if you guys thought that part was boring, now we get to step up the boredom even more. Now we're gonna glue. Who doesn't love gluing? And before I do this gluing, I'm gonna do my little sellout bit, even though I don't get any money for it. This stuff, Abranet. If you do woodworking, better than sandpaper. Absolutely love it. Abranet, better than sandpaper. Someday they're gonna sponsor me, and I'm gonna get dozens of sheets of this just for singing their praises over and over. But right now, I just really like the product. Where's my dealie? Here's my super cool contraption for pushing pin tubes in there without getting too much glue on my hands. Although I'm wearing this glove today, so it's not a big concern. We're just going to put some medium CA glue. If I had thick, I would probably use that. But I don't. I'm using what I got. Just put some on there, roll it around. Let's push this. That's the look of a defeated man, guys, that you just saw. Do you know why? Got distracted by you guys, and I drilled the 12mm hole with the 10mm bit. Hey, thank you for the follow, Mr. Gunch. Welcome to Robo's Lounge. I say that to everybody. So now, I'm going to try to re-drill this as best we can, but with the 12mm, like we were supposed to right at the start. Let's see how this goes. I may have just ruined it. Hope not. We'll see. Tighten that down real good. Yes, that's true. You can make a small hole bigger, but you really can't make a big hole smaller. I need a new glove. We got a few more people here to show off the pepper mill again for Mr. Achilles. When he shows up, maybe he'll be here today, maybe not. That was yesterday's masterwork. All right, let's see how this goes. Oh, gotta tighten that down better than that. taper there came a little loose. Let's see here. I don't think we broke anything. Make sure that's tight. There we go. Alright, back at it. We're good. We're good. No. Everything stayed where it was supposed to be. Everything stayed in place. Did not hurt myself. I'm not going to hurt myself 2 streams in a row. That's really coming down now. What was I looking for? I'm very distracted today. I apologize, guys. That is a little concerning that this drill chuck is coming out so easy, but oh well. We'll make do. There we go. Everything is well. Everything's right in the world, guys. Well, lots of things are right in the world. Maybe not everything. I'm gonna try not to hurt myself again. It wasn't, I mean, I guess it makes for a good video depending on your audience, but it was not particularly fun hurting myself yesterday. Didn't feel great. Oh man, dang, I did a good job. Slid that in almost perfectly. I don't know if you can see how close that is to the top, but that's great. Good job. Good job, Robotsy. Just gonna brag on that for a minute. We're gonna slide a little bit in here so it drips down into the tiny little gap there from the vibrating blade. And we're gonna set this aside, let that dry. Now we're gonna do the 10mm one. For this one, I think we'll need this. We're going to stick it on that guy. Like that. Got a little glue going. Twist it around. Put it in there. Give it a little twist while we slide in there. Really spread it evenly. Push that in. Delightful. So good. You guys don't even know. Well, you do. You saw. Happy Sunday, everybody. Thanks for hanging out with me. Got a lot of places you could be, a lot of things you could be watching. You're watching me. I appreciate that. Haven't really done much, but I do appreciate it. That is true. Imagine if I could cut myself into a bunch of pieces, I could do a bunch of streams at once. I could have my very own multi-stream. That's stupid. Why did I even say that? That's so dumb. Alright. This is that honey locust, which later on you guys will be able to see just how cool this stuff really is. Can't really see it yet, but it's really, really cool. Got a nice orangish tint to it. I think the orange shirt I'm wearing is also probably throwing off that. But it is really cool looking stuff. I really like it. And it turns easily too, which is always a plus. I originally got this honey locust because a coworker of mine grew up with a big honey locust tree at their family farm, and he wanted to get a pen made for his brother that had some sort of meaning to it, you know. And obviously they couldn't go and steal the tree from the people who bought their farm, but he wanted a honey locust pen, and so I bought some, and they ended up sending me a bunch. I'm glad I have it. It's really nice. It's one of the things I've always liked doing with the pens when I can, particularly for special orders or for gifts. You know, it's a small thing, but I like to try to find some wood or something that yeah, that one was a slim line. Doing a slim line, a roller ball, like a Gentleman 2 roller ball, and a bolt action. But yeah, something I like to do is just try to make the wood at least have some relevance, if not meaning, at least relevance to the person or where they're from or something like that. Or if they give me a piece of wood, then I will make it from that too, which people seem to like as well. So this is the Antler. Schrock Gaming. How's it going, man? If I saw you say something earlier or I didn't see it earlier and I missed it, I apologize, but hello. So we need to let that glue dry for a little bit. So while we're doing that, I gotta think of something to make. Yeah, doing some pen making. Nice. I'm glad you got those. I'm glad those are still working out for you, man. I enjoyed making those for you. Let's see. Find a piece of wood. Alright, I gotta pee. I'll be right there in just a sec. Just gonna square it up real fast so Alright, have myself a little piece of ash wood here. This is from my tree in my front yard. Cut and dried several years ago. Hey, thanks for the follow, man. Welcome to Robo's Lounge. Always nice to see other turners around. I'll tighten that down real good. We're gonna kick the speed up a little, and we're just gonna make one, maybe two little toy spinning tops while we let that glue dry. I like to have them on my desk at work during a little meeting. If I'm bored, I can spin the top around and it's satisfying. To some degree, at least. I'm going to make a couple of those. They're quick, easy to do. And by the time I'm done, the glue should be good to go. Just changing the speed on the lathe there. About the time of day where this damn phone needs to be charged. I'm wondering if maybe my garage in its current state is just not equipped for PC streaming, and I'm thinking I'd just stick with mobile and maybe just buy a better battery pack so I'm not quite so limited time-wise, because you guys don't seem to mind this and the audio's not horrid, right? I don't know. I mean, otherwise I could spend a bunch of money, but I don't know if I'd get much out of it. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't mind this setup. It seems to work. Yeah, man, this S6, dude, everything but the battery is real good. But yeah, so they're gonna be pretty small tops, but that's fine. Gives us something to do. Yeah. That's probably the way to go. I'll just buy a better battery pack. If I can buy a battery pack that can last an extra hour, I'll be fine. It doesn't bother me. I mean, what am I doing? I don't do anything but this, really. Occasionally I go to the bandsaw, but it's not like I have a whole big shop full of cool stuff. So, really only need this. Oh, is that on there? Does it have anything in it from like when Hunter Spectre threw some bits in there earlier? I didn't even know that was on there. I think it's supposed to be an indicator for like donations and things that have come in, but I don't know that I even actually have it set up in the software. Thanks for the 5 bits, Caesar. Yeah, I think little things show up in it as people donate the bits and stuff. Is there a weather advisory or something going on? The weird siren in the background I'm not used to. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but man, stuff's going on. Stuff is weird. Strange things are afoot here in Texas. So again, this is Ashwood. Yeah, it is probably aliens. That's probably what it is. This is Ashwood from my front yard, and we're gonna make we're making a little spinning top. It'll be about yay tall. They might not work very well when they're this small. We'll see if I can get the balance right. it going? Yeah, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. We're just making a top for some ash wood. Achilles, this is not a pen. The glue is drying for the pens, but this one is the top. But I have something to show you now that you're here. We have ourselves a fully functioning pepper mill. I mean, I don't have any ground pepper in there yet, or whole pepper, uncracked, but it'll work. It's done, assembled. We'll be ready to ship out tomorrow. I'll hit you up on Discord and we'll talk that through after the stream. But yeah, I made that yesterday, and Achilles' wife apparently could not be without it. So before I was even done, he had that cleaned. Oh, you stream? Have to check that out. Give that a shout out so I can pull it up in the chat later when I'm done, and I can check it out and give it a follow. I don't actually know if Stalker Trunskate is great, but we'll go with it. I'm going to assume you're great. I like to think the best of people. That's okay, we can work through that. Oh, I know you weren't. I was just, that's more for me for later. It's easier for me to, when I scroll back through the chat, it's easier for me to find. I got a little aggressive there. Nothing we can't clean up though. Kind of like Bob Ross, just a happy little accident. Just happy accident. As long as the wood is still in one piece, there's very little you can't fix. Fixing it is okay to just make it smaller. Going to be a very small top, but that's okay. multiple tops is before, when I'm making multiple tops, before I make the little spinning point, I like to bring this down, and this will be the handle for the next one. Just a little efficiency thing I found there. Maybe it's pretty obvious, but I did not do that the first few times. I have done some mild segmenting. I don't have a lot of the equipment. Like, I don't have a table saw. I don't have a planer or anything to get them really flat. So my segments tend to be pretty simple. But I absolutely adore them when I can see them and find them. I'm just not equipped to do the segmenting myself at the moment, and I tend not to spend the money to buy them. My favorite wood to turn is probably still mesquite, although that cherry from that shaving set might be flipping me over to that. So I would say it's a toss-up between the wild black cherry and the mesquite. Generally don't put a finish on the top. Give them a quick sanding. I guess a good belt sander can get a lot of that done if you're patient, but I am not. I am a lot of things, but patience is not one of them. This might go fine. Maybe not. I think. Are we free? No, we're not quite free. This may go flying. Hopefully it doesn't hit the camera. Hey bud, how's it going? We are right there at the edge. There we go. Just twist that right off. Pop that out. A quick little hand sanding on this. Got to use the abrasive side, otherwise it doesn't work. Yeah, man. Glad you can make it. I don't know. Whoops. There it goes. Top. And I dropped it. That's okay. I got it back. Hey man, sometimes you just gotta let people know. I've been there. This one actually works. We're gonna do one more and then the glue should be good to go. We'll flatten this off real fast. Yeah, a good scrap bin is hard to beat. If you get access to some good stuff, it can. The free wood is the best. Being in Texas, I do get a lot of free mesquite. The cherry, I happen to get for free, but that's from Arkansas. But I think we're going to use the cherry again here coming up in the very near future because I do like using that. And I am actually running low on mesquite. So. Just north of Dallas. You're way out there, man. Yeah, that's actually why I'm wearing this glove. I was, alright, man. Yeah, I was sharpening my skew yesterday. My hand slipped off the grinder, and, well, my hand slipped, the skew slipped off the grinder, and I ground the tip of my finger. So this is heavily bandaged, but dirt and stuff was still getting in around the bandage yesterday, so in order to keep it clean, I decided to wear a glove. Yeah, I ground my finger pretty good. This is a good opportunity to hawk my Discord. If you want to check out my Discord, there is a specific picture or specific chat page for pictures of injuries. It was a weird feeling. So when it first happened, it was so fast that I was like, oh man, I kind of nicked my finger. Didn't really think anything of it until I looked at it, and it was a different shape. It was not finger shaped anymore. It had a dent in the end. And then I looked closer, I'm like, holy crap, that really went deep fast. So I had to step away, bandage it up, but I'm functional. It's mostly stopped bleeding, so. But that's a very long answer to yes, I sharpen my own chisels. But yeah, feel free to check out the Discord, ! Discord. The link should actually work today. I do believe I put a non-expiring link in there. You see pictures of the things I make on stream. You can chat. If you make stuff, there's a section for posting stuff that you make. So if you want to hawk your own wares on there, that's fine by me. Everybody's welcome. Thank you, Mr. Spectre. Yeah, I post lots of pictures there. Yeah, and I post some pictures of the finger as well. So if you're into that sort of thing, some are, some aren't. That's okay. More about how did you do marble? Did you use like a file or a rasp or something to do that, or is carbide sharp enough for that? I would like to see that actually. I've heard of people using what do they call it? That stuff for countertops. It's not granite and it's not marble. I can't remember. Anybody remember what that stuff is that they use for countertops that aren't granite, marble, or wood, or tile? It's going to drive me crazy not being able to remember that. No, not quartz. It's cheaper than that. It's cheaper than the good stuff. No, less cheap than Formica. It's maybe an in-between there. That's really going to drive me crazy. But hey, Big Ron Swizzle. Thanks for joining. I don't know if Gunch is here, but Will was in the chat for a while. I don't know if he's still here or not. And I can't find my wood burner, but I put together the small monument to my subscribers, of which Big Ron Swizzle is one of them. And your name is carved in here, but hasn't been burned in yet. This is going to drive me crazy if I don't figure this out. Who is the guy that sells those? This is really going to bother me if I can't get this figured out. But I might not be able to. That's okay. Yeah, I can't imagine drilling through that. That sounds atrocious. That sounds really atrocious. Yeah, I can't figure out. Whatever. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. What am I doing wasting time here? Yeah, I think it is a man-made composite. Alright, back to making a top. This is what we're about. We're making the tops, and then we're going to go back to the pens. I'm just wasting time here. I'm wasting everyone's time. That one popped loose. Can we get it out of there? Come on. Come on, little guy. We got it. Little top number 2. Patience is for suckers. Patience is for big time suckers. These gloves are not great for... This one works. I can't really show you, but it works enough. It's good enough. Alright. Enough lollygagging. You guys didn't come here to watch me half-ass some spinning tops. Alright, man. Later, Kilroy. Have a good clean. I need to do the same, but I probably won't. What were we doing? Oh, yeah. Hey, OMG Pete. What's up? OMG Pete. Set these things aside. Yeah, those were fighting words, Greek. I think we should all probably have a little fight against everyone at some point. If we get a, I'm gonna have to put some fighting or gambling commands or something into the chat so that you guys can fight it out with some random number generators. Okay. So we got the Antler. And we're gonna have to square it up. So I need to find the Antler uses 3/8. I don't know where I put my good one of these. This will probably work. I'm so disorganized. One of these days I'm going to do a full shop organization thing. But we're not there yet. I'll just keep talking about it. It's a lot easier to talk about it than it is to do it. This is going to be smelly. Don't really need that. But I do need this. So I have to go silent there for a little bit. Or quiet, muffled, I guess. And, Yeah, thank you. So I gotta put some downward pressure on this, I guess. That really does not want to go. Okay. Whew. I don't like wearing this if I can help it. What did you do with it? There it is. Easy. Found it. Timber. Timber by Mark. What's up, man? Timber by Mark, man. He can put in some time on the stream and in the shop. I am very impressed. He does great work. He's worth a shout out as well. If you guys haven't checked out Timber by Mark, he does some incredible box and picture frames, doing a bunch of a lot of hand planing, hand sawing, stuff like that. Really, really good stuff. Very impressed. And he has some streaming endurance that I can never touch. So that is also impressive. In there. So for those who haven't seen this part of the pen making process, this little job here just squares it up so that when everything's pushed into the brass tube that I glued in earlier, it all fits perfectly squared. You don't have little gaps. You do great work, man. You really do. Those picture frames are absolutely stunning. That's a little better. So we're doing Antler right now. And because I'm doing Antler, I gotta remember this, because the Antler is so gross. Oh, awesome. I'm glad, man. I really hope he likes it. And I really appreciate the order. Yeah, man. This is this shirt is a Hansenberg's original. I think it's exclamation point t-shirts. I'll take you to the Facebook page, but this one, you can just get this on Amazon. But we have a bunch of different penguin shirts on it, on the Facebook page. No, don't do the Etsy link. The Etsy link is dead. yeah, I'm way behind on the Etsy stuff. And it's better to buy from Amazon anyway. It's faster shipping and all of that. Man, you're going to be set up in no time. Alright, I cut this too big on purpose, but I need to see. Okay, I need to take this to the bandsaw real fast. Yeah, you guys will be able to see a little bit. You won't be able to see everything, but I just need to trim this down a little bit. Alright, so I cut some of these little slices of the antler off so I didn't have to drill through it all. It would take forever. But, Mark just bought himself a lathe, and he's got a sharpening system for his hand chisels, and he bought an attachment to make it sharpen lathe chisels instead of just hand chisels. That's the English version. Or thereabouts. Come on. Antler is the worst. Whose idea was it to work with Antler today? It's the worst. I need a clamp. Where are my clamps? Almost. Cool. Caesar's back. We're working with the antler again. Well, actually, we're putting the antler on hold again. Because type of pen are we making today? We're making 3 separate pens, or we're going to try to make 3. We're going to do an antler bolt action pen. If you're familiar with the different types of turn pen options there are, it looks kind of like a bullet and has a bolt action like a rifle. And if you put it on on an antler pin, it panders to deer hunters quite well. They eat that up. And then we're going to make a roller baller, a roller ball pin from some lilac wood. A screw-on cap, and then a basic slim twist pin with what kind of wood honey locust. Antlers do smell horrible. It's awful. Absolutely wretched. Okay. So to those that don't know or weren't here when I talked about this a second ago, just squaring up the ends to make sure when everything pushes together there's no gaps. This one smells like pickles. And somebody said lilac's supposed to smell floral. This really smells like pickles. And some of you may know, but pickles are my absolute least favorite food. So I'm not particularly pleased, because I really, really dislike pickles. And this really smells like them. Yeah, on occasion, a piece of wood will smell so good that I think maybe I should take a bite. I tend not to, but I've had them that smell that good. This is not one. Hate pickles. I'm gonna have to sharpen this cutter here pretty soon. It's on its last legs. Oh wait, no, that's my battery. Be right back. I'm gonna replace the battery. I was kind of wondering how much longer that battery would last. That was my answer. Oh, much better. Happy Sunday, everybody. The glove is from the injury, keep wood dust and dirt out of it from when I cut myself yesterday. Slowly, but it does appear to actually be healing, which is nice. But yeah, it's pretty gnarly. Pretty gnarly. Smarter man maybe would have had it stitched up, but it's all good. Nothing a band-aid and a glove won't fix. So just going through these, and then we'll actually do some work. Apologize for how dull this is, but like I said before, it's a necessary step. Almost. There we go. There we go. And I'm going to do this one later. So I'm going to put just a little bit of thin glue right here on this end. Since help make sure that doesn't come loose. There's a slight gap there from when that bit was a little wonky. Alright. We're down to the last two pieces with this. Happy Sunday, everybody, if I haven't already said that. Making pens, honey locust, lilac, supposedly, and antler, deer antler, white-tailed deer. Shot. I don't know if this one was shot. No, this was a natural harvest. This one was found on the ground. Actually, I mean, it may have been shot later, but this did not come from a dead deer. This was found out in Jack County, Texas. The antler was. Honey locust is from South Carolina, I believe. And I don't know where the lilac came from. The guy sent it to me in a big old box of random stuff. I was buying something else and he was like, hey, for an extra $5 I'll fill the box. Super glue. How much do I want? How much do I want of what? I don't know yet. I don't know yet. They tend to run pretty high, but you haven't even seen it yet. It might suck. But again, we can talk after. We can talk after. I'm gonna go hit the bandsaw real fast. Trim. Alright. Spinning in place there. Tighten that up a little better. I hope I didn't just strip that. I might have. But we'll see. Okay, we're good. There we are. Last one. All of this just to get a pen started. I know. You guys have been very patient. You've endured a lot. And I haven't delivered much yet. but I appreciate it. Appreciate you guys being here. All right. It's business time, folk. Now we get to the goods. What we all came to see. The mighty pen making. No, I don't want to use those. Do some here on the end. What's a good song? What are we talking about? Lord Cubone, thanks for the follow. Welcome to Robo's Lounge. Glad to have you guys. Glad to have everybody here today. Happy Sunday. Business Time is a song. Oh yeah, Flight of the Conchords. It's business time. Something along those lines, right? Something to that effect. I like when he, Hey, Gunch is still here. Gunch, did you see that Big Ron Swizzle is also here? I don't know if he is. He was a second ago. I don't know if he still is. Oh my gosh. Gunch, Big Ron Swizz, and me all in the same place again? Oh, good. Big Ron Swizz is one of my subscribers. He is on the subscriber monument, so he's well known around these parts. It is like Reno. Like Reno when we peaked. Not tight, huh? Hunt them down, join them. I've heard it's only gotten worse. Alright, I need to sharpen this. Man, I really don't like this. Yeah, now we're making the pin. just that crappy, huh? I think I need to buy a new one of these dealies. This one just doesn't tighten down as much as I want it to. Yeah, now we're getting to what everybody came to see. Wood slowly getting smaller. Come on. Sawdust arm. Yeah. Sawdust arm, sawdust shirt, sawdust hair, sawdust shoes. Good to know. Yes, the sawdust penguin. So we're getting a little smaller here. Almost pen size. Not quite, but we're getting there. Pretty basic shape, nothing too crazy on this. Just want it simple, clean, smooth. Days, maybe if I'm furloughed all week, maybe one of these days I won't stream. I'll just come out here and do like 15 of the boring parts and just get a whole bunch of these ready to do, and then I could just make them all on stream instead of having to do the drilling and the gluing and all of that business. That's boring for me too. Started streaming, I'm kind of running out of things to make. Make it a game, see how many pens I can cut and glue in an hour, then try to break that record. That'd be a fun game. Trying to make sure I get right down to these little metal bushings here. Make sure it all assembles smoothly. These little bushings are cut to the right size for this particular type of pen. together properly. And now we get close, and then I can clean the rest of it up with sandpaper. The basic shape we want to do. You know, nothing too crazy here. The wood is pretty soft, the honey locust, so it's going to require a bit of sanding. That's a little dusty for me. Let's do this. I've weighed enough stuff today. Start off 150. Exactly. What I'm doing is just feeling this transition, and I come in at the so it's smooth. I think we're good. Okay. So this stuff is pretty porous, but get the job done. We'll do just a little bit more with this 150, and then we'll go a couple higher, and then we'll put a finish on it. We're going to go back and forth here just to erase any sanding lines. There. And jump up a little in the grip. We're going to go up to 600. So we're going to take some big jumps. We went from 150 to 320. It sands really well. Touch up a few spots here by hand. We're doing good. Same person though, welcome again. There's my 4. This one's 6. I think I need to cut a new 6 anyway. I got my big piece of 4. Here's 400. This stuff, Agronet by these guys. It's the best. Whoa, that's a lot of lag all of a sudden. Is that lagging for you guys too? This stuff is better than sandpaper all day. I love it. Love this stuff. I'm going to cut a new piece of my 600. Thanks for the follow again. 456 Devin, hello. How's it going, 456 Devin? Just marking it with a 600 so I remember. I'm doing well, man. Thank you. Alright. We're just making a pen here from some honey locust wood. Just finished sanding that there. One little spot. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. One little spot, where did I feel that at? There it is. Touch it up right there. Appreciate you hanging out. Yeah, just making a pen. After this, I think we're going to switch over and do some Antler. Yeah, I got time. I'm actually going to grab a drink of water in between this and the Antler pen. But, yeah, we'll do some deer antler. That'll be gross. Won't be gross for you guys. You can't really tell. But it'll be gross for me. Because it smells horrible. We're going to use my, nice. You know, we bring back the doggos. That's a lot of work, man. So I got to carry them out here. I got to carry them back. Maybe at the end of the stream I'll grab the doggos. So this kind of gets this orangish color to it. I don't think it shows on stream, plus I'm wearing a bright orange shirt. Doesn't help, but this stuff kind of reminds me of like a creamsicle. If you've ever had that frozen treat, kind of that type of orange, maybe a little lighter. It's really nice. And this friction polish, this Pens Plus friction polish that I like. I know most still do prefer the CA finish, the super glue finish. I just really don't care for it. I'll do it when I need to, or if somebody asks for it, but I don't like the way it feels. I don't like the way it smells while I'm doing it. It is very durable, but this stuff is pretty darn good, and it makes for a nice feeling pen. And I like the way this stuff smells too. Oh, that is nice. That is nice, guys. Guys. Just gonna hit it with a quick 2000 grit. Just to knock off any tiny little edges that may be in there. Doesn't do much, but you can actually feel a difference after you hit it. And then one more coat of the goop. And this is going to go on my little rack for assembly later. And then the final piece will be posted on the Discord, exclamation point Discord, to anybody who wants to keep up with all that business. If you do your own work, I agree, but with this Pens Plus, I think you still feels like a wooden pen most of the time. And for me, honestly, a little hand oil on there, and it does change the look of the pen. But to me, that makes it something even more special at some point. If you've used it enough to where your hand oils are starting to affect the wood, that personalizes it even more. Because then now it's literally becoming a part of you. Yes. Yeah, it does. 150 grit Abernet is very similar to 150 grit sandpaper. You'd probably want to liken it to a high-end sandpaper versus like a cheap sandpaper, but yeah, it's pretty accurate. Okay, so the middle goes down. That way I can remember how to assemble it properly. Middle of the pen is always down. Take these off. And I'm gonna go take these, put them in my rack, and be right back. Okay. So now, for the bolt. Mount this on there. I'm going to get a drink of water. Might pop in, talk to Miss Real. Very quick, but I'll be back. Just 2 minutes, 3 minutes tops. Promise. Please don't bail on me. You can talk amongst yourselves. You can check out the Discord. It'd be a great time to check out the Discord. And if you do your own work, great time to post some of your work there in the Show Your Stuff section of the Discord. Everybody's welcome. If you do some sort of craft work, I don't care if it's woodwork or anything else. If you do anything fancy at all, post it up, man. Show. Be proud. Let's see it. Place is not just for me, it's for everybody. Anybody who wants to. So that'd be a great time for you guys to check that out while I'm off taking care of a few things, including my thirst. Putting all these little bits and bobs on there just to tighten it down. So there, the Antler. I've tried to do this before, it'll never work. Maybe it will this time. High tech. Little blue tape. Be right back. I'm back. Hey, what's up, Sabs? Devin, I'm back. I'm back. Breathe deep. Breathe. Breathe. I had to change my bandage. It was real gross. So I had to change the bandage on the old fingerooski. Somehow, despite wearing a glove the whole time, dirt and grime still managed to get up in there. So I had to clean the wound, all that jazz. Alright. So, here's the part where it's going to be hard for me to talk, blah, 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 blah. This stuff is gross. What was Achilles' idea? That's a good idea. That's a good idea. I might have a lot of free time this week. I'll make a more formal... I mean, pencil on paper towel is pretty classy, but I get what you're saying. Maybe I can make something that... a BRB disc or bowl or something. I get you. What was I going to do? Oh, yeah. Alright. Why is it nasty? This is deer antler, and if you've ever burned a piece of hair, it smells kind of like that, but gross. Let me stretch out. Oh, yeah. Woo! Alright, man. Paul Pape! Oh my gosh. Paul Pape is in the chat, guys. This dude is no joke. He needs a shout out. Paul Pape is legit. He's got a cool cat story. He is worth the shout out for sure. Alright. Paul, we're making a pen from deer antler right now. Tighten this up more. Safety was 3rd or 4th yesterday. That's why I'm wearing a glove covering a bandaged finger. Safety for every 1 day of not. Woo! Yeah, this is my bench grinder. Grinded the shape of my finger down a little. We'll try something else. This doesn't want to cooperate, so we're going to change our mounting method. So the antler is so hard that it just can't handle not being super tightly fit into there. Whereas the wood can kind of get away with it. So what we're going to do, set this thing aside for now. And we got a thing for that. We got a remedy. So we're going to just remount it into this, quick and dirty, and we'll be cooking again. So this thing I can tighten much tighter. There we go. All right. Back to safety. It's still reloaded. It is slowly starting to cut. You can see there. But man, this antler is old too, which doesn't help. It's rock hard. Woo! God. Even through the respirator, it's just awful. And it is beating the crap out of my cutter, too. This is where I wish I had a carbide cutter. Carbide would be real nice right about now. It's like really gross burning hair. Like burning cubes that are all sweaty and gross.
lot better. The outer shell was pretty rough. I think I'm going to leave this little bit. I think I'm going to be able to leave that in the pen. That's going to look really cool. This is going to be a great little pen. Whoop. Yeah, that's going to be really cool. I'm going to be able to get, I'm going to come a little flatter. I don't want too much bump because it kind of messes with the shape of the pen kit that this is going to go with, but to be able to keep this little indentation part, that little natural area, is primo. That's one of the joys of working with the Antler, is because it's so hard to drill, you really never know how it's going to end up. See all that dust? That would be going right in there and really messing me up. Not today, Antler. Not today. Alright, we're gonna go through the whole shebang today. 150, 220, 320, all of that. Look at all that stuff. I don't know if you can see that, but nasty, nasty stuff. Good. This is good, guys. The nice thing with the Antler, oh my god, that is so hot. I need to stop for a second.
Whew, I need to breathe. The Antler does get very hot. Well, it's not so much a void. It was a piece similar to this. So I think what we have here is this little indentation area. So when I cut it flat and I drilled in, I cut it, you know, here and then here. And then I drilled in from this side, and it came out just kind of close to this little similar indentation there. But they do have this like porous area. I don't know if you can see. Maybe I can move it a little closer. You see this porous area, like similar to like a bone marrow, like the inside of a bone. They all pretty much have that. I'm not sure which of the two things you were talking about, but that should cover it.
Alright, it's cooled down enough. This disgusting stuff. Ugh. Yeah, thank you. I think it's going to be pretty good. Where did my thing go? Try to be more organized and it's still failing me. There we go. I'm going to do the 600. And I think I'll do 800 on this too. Exactly right. Exactly right. I grab my 800 here. I don't have 800 in the Evernet. Now I have to go back to paper, but that's okay. Now, still can't really use that finger. I mean, this starts to shine already without any finish on it at all. It's showing shine. So by that, I want to go back out. Alright. I'm good. I'm not going to cut it anymore, sand it anymore. I can take this thing off. I really, really hate this thing. But it keeps me from dying, so whatever. Worth it. I'm just going to put a couple quick coats of this. It really doesn't need much in the way of finish. Just because it's, you know, it's so hard and it's so shiny on its own. But I do want to give it a little protection. Again, just the same friction polish I always use pretty much. And then what I'll do is I'll just squirt some right into that little gap. Drip a little right in there. I'll rub that in manually. Ow! I gotta quit putting pressure on that finger. I don't know if any of you right-handed folks have ever injured your right pointer finger, but you use it a lot. It's really inconvenient. I'm assuming it's similar for lefties and their left pointer finger. Oh my gosh, guys. That was worth the stink. This is lovely. This is absolutely delightful. Before this was done, I was thinking maybe this wasn't worth it. But I'm thinking it was. No, not really. It's really only the cutting. Like even the shavings aren't bad.
Oh, man. Nair HQC, how's it going, man? Sorry I hurt your finger. Sucks. Sucks a lot. Yeah. I'll get some good pictures up on Discord of this, but man, this turned out really, really well. I'm super, super happy with this. Oh. Yeah, it really does. That's a piece of character you're not going to see anywhere. It kind of makes it truly unique. Alright. Well, I didn't get to that third one. I don't think I'm going to, because I have 17% battery. Finish what I'm using. This is Doctor's Woodshop's Pen Plus. It is a unique blend of purified walnut oil, shellac, and microaggregated Cosmolloid 80H, a synthetic wax with exceptional clarity and water resistance. It's a microaggregated synthetic wax with some oils. I like this stuff a whole bunch. It's my go-to for anything that doesn't really need to be watertight. But yeah, so we're not going to get to the lilac pen. I don't think I have to work tomorrow. I mean, I got to do some stuff to prepare for shutdown, but unless there's some sort of deal that comes out tonight, I won't be working tomorrow, other than a couple hours. So I'll come and try to finish the pen tomorrow, probably. I would imagine. We'll see. I don't know. It's all up in the air. Yeah. Or, you know, there's always a chance that Congress will do their job. Every so often they do it on accident, so maybe tomorrow or tonight will be the time. Kind of doubt it. But that's okay. I'll live. I lived through the last one, and I'll live through this one. More time to stream, more time to hang out with you guys. Have a good time, you know, do my thing. So yeah, for the last 2 days, for this weekend, first we did this bottle opener yesterday from Redwood. Turned out real nice. Be nice for opening a bottle. Yeah, you got a bark. And the Peppermill from Walnut for Achilles. And then we did the pens that aren't quite done, but I'll get those assembled and posted onto Discord, maybe my Facebook page, a few other places, who knows, Instagram, if I can remember that exists. But I want to say I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. It was a pretty good stream, I think, all in all, even though I didn't do a lot until the very end. I do really appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to chat with me, hang out, chat, you know, see what I'm up to. I really appreciate it. And for all the new followers, welcome. And if I missed any follows or any of those things while I was doing stuff, I apologize. Thank you very much. I'll go back to the chat log, and if I see anything I missed, I'll reach out to you directly and thank you, because it really does mean a lot. So, thank you, Greek. I really appreciate it. So, I want you guys to have a great rest of your Sunday. I'm going to head inside. Thank you very much. Thanks for turning in. Have a good one.